Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Modern Stacker. Today, we're going to be asking the question, should you buy silver? Should you buy gold? Now, I want to be clear, I am not a financial advisor, so I'm just a dude on YouTube who likes to talk about shiny things. So if you're new to this channel, welcome, and we're going to get right into this topic here. But if you've been here before, this topic is still going to be one that's, I think, has a lot of interest to a lot of you, because I think as a stacker, as a precious metal stacker, I find myself going back and forth, conflicted in terms of I be stacking gold or should I be stacking silver? And as you know, I'm a big silver buff, but there's always that attraction to gold. And so I think if you're new to stacking, that's a question that you're probably going to have right out the gate is, should I be buying gold or should I be buying silver? And even if you've been stacking for a while, you're probably going to have the same question of, should I be buying silver or should I be buying gold? I don't think there's ever a time that you're probably going to feel completely satisfied with your answer unless you have a good strategy and have a firm understanding of what the benefits of each element is. So let's kind of jump into this topic. And first, if at the time of this filming, so it's March 14th, Pi Day 2023. And we're coming off the weekend where we had the big Silicon Valley Bank collapse. And so it's real for a lot of people right now. And a lot of people are starting to ask the question of, wow, okay, what can I be doing to, hedge against, some of this uncertainty and, get my, money, like, is my money safe in the bank? Yeah, I'm not going to speak to it. I tell you that I personally have my strong reservations and my strong concerns about putting all of your eggs in one basket. Okay. But that being said, precious metals have been a way to shelter your wealth in times of uncertainty. And when you're dealing with something like a financial system collapsing, well, it leads itself to the question of, okay, what do you do? Where do you do to kind of hedge against this and protect yourself? Well, that's where precious metals come in. That's what it's always been historically for thousands of years. It's been a safeguard for wealth, and not just gold, by the way. Silver has also been a very popular means for storing your wealth. In fact, actually, if you go back to even the biblical references, I mean, Abraham had silver and gold. So he was blessed with both. I think that's an interesting point. So silver and gold have been long time elements that we have used as a people to use in commerce and trade and all that kind of stuff. And so one of the things I want to show here, if you haven't been on my channel in a while, or if you haven't seen this before, I use this application called TradingView, and I do look at the spot price. The spot price is how much the average price of an ounce of silver or gold is being traded at. And this is all traded on this is the paper market trading price. And you can see how much is going. And you can see these are my notes. So pardon the chicken scratches here. We've been watching some of the things happen. There's been a really good buying opportunity just literally last week. And then the Silicon Valley Bank thing happened right here, and boom, it shot up. So it went from $20. This is a silver we're looking at. It went from $20 an ounce to $21 an ounce. Actually, I think it was nearly $22 an ounce. So it went up just about $2 an ounce. Huge gain overnight. And whenever you're looking to invest in precious metals, the price that you pay per ounce is, you want to try and get the lowest price, obviously, and get the most silver or gold. And you don't want to be buying at the high points. And so that's one of the reasons why we look at this on this channel. And gold, is, you can see, also been kind of doing something similar. So this was gold price and went all the way down to last week. It was at $1,800 an ounce, and then it spiked up to $1,900. So right now it's up here at this higher point. And what I've typically found, because I do a lot of charting, you could say I'm a chartist, and I look at the trends that happen here. And you can see, if I see it spiking and hitting kind of an artificial ceiling, it usually tells me that things are going to adjust a little bit and kind of come back down. That's typically what I see. in the patterns that kind of get formed, and you can start to kind of, again, you saw I had some lines drawn, you kind of put some estimations around it. But the biggest thing is the 200 moving day average. I'll throw that one out there for free. This is actually not what this conversation is about, but you can use a 200-day moving average to see where you're at in the kind of the line. So that's what that little blue line is right here. That has been the average for the price over 200 days. And you can see we hit above this and the computer systems went crazy and we got this nice huge spike. So there you go. That one was for free. Back to the question. Should you buy gold or silver? Now, let's look at SD Bullion's website, because I'm not affiliated with this group at all. I like their website. And we can look at the different stuff that they have there. They've got gold, super fun, super beautiful to look at. Silver, gorgeous coins. We all love it. So why do you buy silver? Why do you buy gold? That's the question I want to unpack here in this video. And in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, it is not financial advice. Gold is an excellent way for converting fiat currency, because that's what your dollars or whatever currency you're currently holding is. It's a fiat debt-based currency. You take that and you can convert it into something physical and tangible like gold. It holds its value. There's an analogy I've been hearing a lot lately, in that a single gold coin back in the 1800s could buy a man's tuxedo or a man's suit. And today, that same man's tuxedo or man's suit could be purchased for the same gold coin. It's like, apparently it was like, if it was $20 back in the 1800s, it's $2,000 a day. One gold coin would have handled both of them. So the equivalent amount of work value is held intangibly, inherently inside the gold. It's the thing that's changing around it is the price fluctuation. That's why we look at this stuff. This price fluctuates. In fact, if I zoom out, let's go 5 here. You can see the history of gold, silver. If you were buying stuff back in the, 1975, getting in $100 an ounce, and you watch the ride the wave all the way back here. This was 2012. Had you bought your gold in 2006, you would have got it for $500 an ounce. Now it's peaking up around $2,000 an ounce. I mean, that's essentially the difference. But the gold is still worth, it's still 1 ounce of gold. The size hasn't changed. The weight hasn't changed. What's changed is the value. And the value in our current fiat currency system. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. But what I want to show you is that one of the problems that gold has, that silver has an advantage on, is its fractionality. If I was to take, let's use the American Eagles, for example. Let's look at 1 ounce American Eagle. Okay, some of these are tube prices, so we're going to look at just a single coin here. A single American gold eagle, again, currently listed on SD Bullion's website, again, not affiliated, is, you were to pay them outright, it's $2,078. Now that is including some premium, so they're marking it up a little bit to, count for some of the profit, which is fine. All online dealers and even local coin shops do this as well. But that is how much a single ounce of gold costs. Now, if you were to try and buy something with 1 ounce of gold, you basically have to find something that's equivalently worth this. I might be able to buy a nice computer with 1 ounce of gold, but if I'm just buying a sandwich at McDonald's, it's going to be hard to break this. You liked some fries with that? Yeah, and here's my gold coin. Can you convert this for me? We don't have that much cash, sir. That's the kind of situation you run into. Gold is not it's not very good in trade. It can be, but again, for the right price or right equivalent scope of items. If you're buying big ticket items, gold might be a good way to do that. But even still, that's not what gold is for. Gold is about holding its value, holding the value in precious metals. And then if you need to convert it, the value is there. It's held. It's secured. That's the whole point. Silver is something special altogether because it does the same thing as gold. It just does it at a smaller fractional value. So one of the things that you can see here in this gold, these American Eagles, these were produced by the U.S. Mint. Sorry, I can't speak there for a second. They've got different fractional values. They've got 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, and 10 ounce. Also, I never edit any of my stuff, so it's just I'm lazy. So you get all the nice little flubs that come out of this microphone live impromptu performance. But anyway, these are fractional gold pieces, okay? So at best, you can do these 10-ounce gold pieces are about the size of a penny. Like, they're small. And you can get them for around $244, $267 an ounce, right? Yeah, excuse me, not an ounce, like 1/10 of an ounce. 10 of these should add up to a whole ounce. The problem is there's a high premium that's attached to these. And so if you were to do the math on this times 10, that's $2,600 for an ounce equivalent of gold. Whereas we looked before, 1 ounce equivalent is $2,079. So the thing that you should be seeing here is that the bigger bulk weight that you buy, the better value you get because you get a lower premium. But it also makes it harder in terms of liquidity. Like if you're trying to break things down fractionally, then it becomes a problem. So going back to the question, gold or silver? Well, if you have a lot of capital, okay, then again, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. I'll keep saying this until you get it through your head. I'm just a YouTuber who likes to talk about shiny things. This is my opinion. Gold is a fantastic way to hold large amounts of wealth. I'll repeat that again. Gold is a fantastic way to hold and to preserve large amounts of wealth. Silver is a fantastic way to do the same thing, but at a smaller, more fractional level. So if you're trying to find ways to preserve your wealth, but at the same time, you want to be able to go to the grocery store and buy groceries, silver's where it's at. If you're looking to buy groceries, gold is not the way to do this. If you're looking to just have a way to be able to afford and have like a means for a safety net, the prepper stacker loves silver. And bonus, okay? This is where it gets interesting. Silver is highly underappreciated, and not just because of the spikes in the charts. All right, we got the silver, thing of the 80s. The brothers who kind of did some fun stuff in the markets. You got the spike back in during the Great Recession. You can go look into all that. The problem with silver is that the price has been heavily manipulated. This price is way lower than it should be. I've seen some analysts saying $50 an ounce is what it should be. I've seen some analysts say, $500 an ounce is what it should be. I don't know who's right, but what I do know is that the gold to silver ratio, which is how many ounces of silver it takes to buy 1 ounce of gold, is a good litmus test to show you what the accurate price is. So back here in 2009 or whatever, like silver actually, when they had that big spike, silver, it was 34 ounces ish, about 34, 35 ounces to 1 ounce of gold. So 35 ounces of silver would have bought 1 ounce of gold. Here, and this is just what we had just the other day, I'll zoom into this, it was up to 90 ounces of silver buys 1 ounce of gold. This was a really nice buying opportunity because we've been down here at 75 and it went up to 90. So you can use this gold to silver ratio to see where you're at on kind of the buying chart for silver and gold. That's why people look at the GSR or gold to silver ratio to see, hey, is this a good time to be buying silver or is this a good time to be buying gold? If you're concerned, well, okay, let me step back. That's what this is. The GSR is all about this. Now, I'm going to finish this video off with just this final statement. Okay, now that you understand what the GSR is, now that you know about spot prices, now that you know silver is being suppressed, now that you know that gold is a great place for doing long-term value, but that silver is a better way for doing smaller fractional stuff. Let me end it with this thought. Silver has the potential, more so than gold in my opinion, again, just my opinion, to go up, to go higher. The best buy right now, if you're an investor stacker, is to be investing in silver, not this paper tradey stuff. This is totally manipulated, and I don't trust this. I don't even have any stocks personally in this space because I don't trust it. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. I have this. I have this. I do not have this, but I look at this because it's relevant. This has the most opportunity for going up. This has the most opportunity for growth and appreciation in value. This will go as well. This will grow and increase as our economy continues to do what it's doing, and we continue to see stuff like this. This is going to safeguard your fiat currency, your hard time and efforts and work. This will preserve that and safeguard as a hedge against stuff like this. But so will this. But what's interesting about silver is that this may very well be the biggest buying opportunity, the biggest buying/investment opportunity for many people in this generation. Again, not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you what I've been seeing, what a lot of us have been seeing in the stacking community. So if you're new to the stacking community, welcome. And that's hopefully a very detailed, thorough overview of why we look at this stuff, spot prices, gold to silver ratio right here. It's why we look at, sites like SD Bullion, Monument Metals, AppMax. There's a whole list of them. You got your local coin shops. If you've got local coin shops in your area, go and talk to them, get to know your local coin shop. They're basically your buyer. They sell stuff, but they're also your potential buyer. So if you need to liquidate precious metals and get cash, you can go there. Some places will allow you, like, SD Bullion actually allow you to sell to them. So there are ways to liquidate, and that's a topic for a whole nother video. And I think I've covered this fairly well end to end. But if you have any questions, or if I've missed something, or you just want some clarification on something, let me know in the comments below. And if you thought this was helpful, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that this was a good video and that other people should see it. Really, really does help. You have to hit the like button, and it feels good to do it. So just, go ahead and do it. But I really do appreciate you watching, and I, again, hope this was helpful to you. Really, just keep on learning, keep on doing all this kind of stuff. It's took me a while to get into it as well. But I'm really glad I invested the time and the research getting to understand this, because it's given me a lot of personal confidence for me and my family to be able to navigate these crazy waters, these crazy times. And I hope that this is encouragement to you to take that time and invest that time so that you can be prepared and not scared, as the economic ninja would say. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Thank you again for watching. Hit that like button on the way out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.